Well, for a while, it really seemed like we needed to get some new Roman city builders, and luckily, after a while, a long while, we've been getting a lot of great ones this year in 2024, and many to look forward to in 2025. Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at a game by the name of Roman Triumph. Now, over the last year, we've taken a look at games like Citadellum, and also a few others are coming out, like Nova Roma, that are going to be featuring Roman city building, but this one kind of doing that in a more darker approach, and a little fantasy going on in the background, obviously, with the dragons. Now, the roadmap for this game does show that it'll have some more combat coming along soon, more buildings and cultural buildings and economic and trade, and also optimization. So this game by no means is anywhere near complete, but will be coming out sometime soon, but should have a Steam demo for everyone. So link down below in the description for that one. Demos always come and go on Steam, so if you don't see it now, it might be up eventually and or come back, and oftentimes they have new demos. So welcome aboard. Good to see you all here, and glory to Raptoria. Down below in that comment section, let me know if you're doing your part by smacking that like button, and let me know that you liked today's video, and I'll give you a shout out and heart some of your comments, because it's great to see your guys' excitement over new city builders. I am excited to see also Anno 11-7. I forgot about that one too. So we'll have to take all of these games from the past, like the Pharaoh games, or maybe more appropriately, things like Caesar, and maybe even a little bit of Pharaoh, and Emperor is what I meant, and compare it to Roman Triumph. All right, well, without further ado, let's jump in. And here's something really immediately cool about this game. Check this out. Oh yeah, a map generator. I cannot express to you how important it would be for more games to have a map generator. If we could get this in City Skylines, if we could get this in Planet Coaster, or really any city builder where you just randomly click a button, it creates landscapes for you, that'd be cool. Always nice to make our own maps too, but always nice too when we don't have to pick from a select group and that they're like an announcement or like a special event when we get new maps to something. It's always nice when you can just literally click random and the game will like create some new terrain for you, and it does so in a matter of seconds. So as you can see, it's creating some mountains, some lakes, and also some kind of different levels of elevation too. So I'm gonna click this button actually, let's go with the, let's see, 69,420. That's right, the drug numbers. All right, there we go. That looks good to me. So let's go with that one and let's continue. Oh, and also we have different difficulties, which are kind of a little bit more different than just kind of difficulties. They seem to add a little bit more to the experience. So we have an unforgiving survival experience. We also have no attacks from mythological creatures and no attacks or raids. So I know a lot of people may have seen the dragons and been like, nope, I'm out. But they actually have it so that way there's no mythological creatures too. So either you could play with like the Roman gods and like different types of horrors and myths and things like that, or you could just play with like, you know, the religious system on, like in Citadellum, you'd have like Mars and Jupiter, and other games had this too. So kind of cool to be able to mix it up and do what you want. So that's very cool, the fact that it's not a forced mythological threat. That's something I expect to see in Age of Mythology, for example. But it is nice to be able to turn it off here, so that's pretty cool. There's also a peaceful mode, so for those of you who don't want the mythological creatures or just want to build a city in peace, there you go. For those who want a big, evil, horrible experience that's really punishing, there it is. But for today's purposes, we'll just go with this. And it does say that enemies have lower health, so I think we'll get into combat, and then we'll also see more combat in the future. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. Well, we've established the great city of Raptoria, or we're about to. To the esteemed governor, our goal is to venture north and establish a settlement on a new frontier, and to make a home for it's home to wandering barbarians. So we're gonna have to tame these lands, and also, of course, there's creatures of myth and legend like hydras and other beasts. Oh, wasn't dragon, it was a hydra. Okay, well, here is our landscape, and it looks beautiful, pretty. We've got a lot of resources here. Iron and logs and maybe fertile farmland and more. And of course, up at the top are typical things like housing and other materials such as clay, bricks, gold, tools, weapons, cloth, a few things. And also, looks like we need to build our like HQ. This is called a castrum, which is interesting because we've seen the forum before in other games too. Now let's take a look at the landscape. Now this is a demo, so I also wouldn't be surprised if the map is limited just for today's purposes, but it does look like we could build in a pretty large plot of land. Also cool that we could build up on a hill, like we got Monte Casino going on, one of the most famous casinos. They got slot machines there, poker, a lot of cool stuff. You may have heard of it in that James Bond movie. I'm kidding. It's an old monastery in Italy. It was also important in World War II. Oh, hey, look at this. There's animals roaming around. That's cool. A resource that doesn't just stay put. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, that's cool. All right. Nice. So they want us to build that there. We've, of course, also got other things to build, like large, it said monuments there for a second. Looks like we got, yeah, triumphal arches, villas, luxury buildings, warehouses, quarries, and lots of stuff for entertainment, too, including arenas, which might mean we have a Circus Maximus here, which, yeah, essentially is like those giant, kind of like a Coliseum, but more like a racetrack. And there we go. Yeah, love this. Wooden walls, towers. We've also got our main building there, part of that, and also something called a Scorpion. And hey, research trees. Check this out. All right. We got food storage and cabbage farming, new types of foods, pig farming, for example. We have upgrades for houses and for, oh, great, taxes. Wonderful. Industrial buildings like large storage and looks like different types of mining, blacksmith, quarry mining and tools there. It looks like service and religion, theaters, justice. Okay, so we can research courthouses. And we got some stuff that's coming soon here. Oh, there it is, the Circus Maximus. That's exactly what I was talking about. Cool. Well, we can build a Coliseum, and we could even research it too. And then we also have city defense, and a couple more things coming down the line as well, which we did cover at the beginning of the video. You didn't click to this part of the video, did you, without watching the intro? Oh, come on. Hey, this guy, come on now. All right, look, buddy, we'll give you a chance. I know you just clicked to the middle of this video here, expecting to, you know, just see some city building. You go back right there to the start and see what you missed. We'll see you in a minute. Don't worry. You're not missing much. Okay, let's build ourselves a beautiful city. Let's plop this thing down. Okay, I have a little bit of a problem and I wanted to show you. Now, I think this is on me because before recording this video, I had a bunch of stuff plugged in like joysticks and throttles and things because I've been playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. So check this out. I can't scroll. I can scroll into the map. And I can scroll up, but I can't scroll like down to get close to the ground. I have to go this way, like upside down, and then I go under the ground. One of my joysticks was making the camera like flip all the way around. So if we're going to like take a look at the city from a different angle, it's going to be a little weird. So if you're wondering why I zoom in all weird like, that's why. Okay, we can build near large rocks and iron ore, use the terrain, and ensure you have fertile land near to build farms on area indicated by green overlay. What does that mean exactly? Green overlay? Oh, I see. Okay. So we're seeing a little bit of red here. We're seeing a little bit of green there. So we definitely want to build maybe like somewhere around here. And these are the large rocks I'm assuming that they're pointing out there. And large piles of rocks too, not just like a big rock. But we're going to want to cut down trees. I'm getting a little bit of Farthest Frontier vibes from this too. And I think what we're going to want to do is maybe build here and build our city around the lake. And then we could put farms up to the north and to the south, and then industries to the west, and then mining to the east, and kind of mix it all up. So let's build. I know I've been doing a lot of scouting, but honestly, I think in a game like this, it's very important to make sure you got it right the first time. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. R to rotate. Cool. And let's go ahead and plop that down right around. Yeah. Awesome. And then on pause so they can build. Cool. Wow, a nuclear blast. Whoa, what? Okay. It blew up the trees all around. That's kind of annoying because I was going to use those. Anyway, camera controls. Yep, WASD. Cool. Keyboard controls 1, 2, 3 in order to control time. Population. Citizens from the metropolis will come to your northern settlement at the end of every month. The number of newcomers depends on your city's attractiveness, which is affected by the population happiness. Okay, cool. So we definitely need to make sure they're happy. And we'll have to keep them housed then. So number of beds, right. So the things that comprise happiness are comfort, health, recreation, safety, and culture. And then here's our resources to build all those buildings that may produce that, and our tasks up at the top, which essentially is to get people happy and get them moving in. Or over here on the right. So build some homes, build a hunter hut, gather some wood and stone. Cool. Well, I guess we could start with food and hunting. Efficiency score. Oh, I assume they're referring to the circle around where animals are. And we did see a bunch of animals crawling around over here. And if we unpause, they're pretty easy to spot. Oh, they're like right next to the starting area. Oh, is that a boar too? Okay, so we got deer and boar over there. I'll build that next to the little lake. That'll be cool. 100% efficient. Oh, 117. All right, we can even get higher than 100. Cool. Build that there. Hate how that destroys some of the trees, but also love how we don't have to go in there and cut them down and spend like half a year logging. Kind of nice. Okay, we need to build some regular homes, the domus. And it looks like we'll need some logs for that, maybe. So gather wood and stone. I would imagine that we're probably gathering it this way, yep, by cutting down trees by clicking and dragging. So we're painting an area in which we're approving the cutting down of trees. We're going to expand to the east first, because all of our food's over on that west side. And we'll kind of try to keep it down over there, okay? All right, we're going to also go for some stone, which is all around our base. And this is reminding me a bit of Banished, too. I didn't even mention that at all. Gather stone. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's not these, like, little piles of stone? Like these little... Oh. Things are everywhere. Alright, anyway, we'll gather lots of wood, lots of stone. We're building the hut, and then we got to build the homes. What about roads? Roads? Yeah, we got roads. Build a little circle around the main building. Nice. Then we'll build a main road. And typically I'd like to make a triple wide road or something like that, but I don't want to get too fancy here on this one. Just going to keep it cheap for now. And I'm also imagining that this game might have some sort of AoE effects, where if we put down buildings, they may need to be in range of, like, for example, a hospital or a school to get the benefits. So maybe we'll build a couple homes, like 2x2, and then build them a little further away. Looks like there are rewards for finishing this as well. We'll be rewarded with what looks to be some building materials and food, which is good. Like that. Alright, homes are being built. Got a little bit of the metal iron scaffolding going up. I prefer when we actually get to see detailed scaffolding, where you can see, like, you know, like construction going on outside the house, where they're putting together beams and materials are being delivered. Maybe there's hammers laying around and the construction site looks a little dirty. But at least we don't have the old school RTS, like buildings coming up out of the ground type thing. They are actually being constructed a little bit, but it's in like a 3D printer format, so that's alright. I'd like to see something else, but it's not horrible. Oh, we need more wood for that. Too bad we can't blueprint either, and I didn't notice this before, but it looks like it takes wood, stone, what appears to be copper, and, or brick? Okay. Well, it would make sense. The house is kind of made of brick, isn't it? But then I thought maybe the copper could be for something for the fire inside the hearth. Something like that, maybe to cook. Who knows? Copper pot? Ooh, look at this building. Very nice. Okay, building the homes. 2 out of 2 is done. Hunter's hut's going up next. I can hear him building that over here. Now, the hunter might be able to produce something other than meat. We might be able to get leather here, or possibly hides. Hopefully something. And we just need to gather a little bit more stone. Looks like everybody's working on the wood quick. Wood is probably something we're going to need all the time. To build more buildings, to build weapons and tools, and then also maybe to fuel our homes. Look at this. Iron ore. Requires an iron mine to be built. Okay. Well, that's not a big deal. Oh, and there goes the hunter's hut. Which likely will take one of our workers too. Now, new people come in at the end of each month. And how many move in is based on our performance so far. So a good idea to min-max everything and try to, well, I always try to make things look good as well as form and function together. That's what I mean. That's what's important. But here it might be more on the function side. That was a big old deer. Okay. So now we're going to gather some stone. That's the last thing we got to do. Oh, I can hear the trees. Bum, 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 bum. I like seeing them work. Everybody's wearing some different costumes. They're walking around. Everybody looks busy. You can see who's going to log because they're carrying gargantuan axes. You can see who's mining. I like that. Kind of reminds me of when you gather materials in, like, Age of Empires. Now, we did have some mining going on. People do have pickaxes out. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Got everything we needed. Now, let's build a wooden archer tower and build a stockpile and food storage. Okay. So, wood tower. To defend the camp, I guess. We'll build that right there. And then let's build a stockpile. There's our food storage building. We can actually build that. And we'll keep the stockpiles of food and materials next to the watchtower because it can protect it. And a small stockpile here. Both 2x2. I like the music here. It's kind of a chill, serious vibe. Alright, let's speed up time a little bit. We just need them to finish our 3 new construction projects. I like the detail. And I hope we can build bigger roads in the future. Other than just these little cobblestone roads. Roads? So, yep, alright, so the wooden tower is almost done. I was taking a look at these houses here. I hope to see the houses. One thing that really appeals to me is chimneys that when they leave off, first of all, any sort of smoke coming out of a chimney is cool, but when the wind changes and the smoke kind of changes direction, that's a good touch too. I like that. And also, it looks like we have a banner over there. But no way to maybe customize our banner. Maybe. Our headquarters. Okay, so now we need to focus on defense, immigration control, gather settings, and also the storage capacity. All right. Tree or rock gathering? Ah, this is how many people to assign. Okay, gotcha. All right. Bum, 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 bum. I like this music, man. Go take a look at some more of the sites out there. I didn't see anything crazy in this area, but still pretty cool that we can build out in the mountains. I think the last building's going up. Indeed it did. Alright, now we're getting into industry. So a clay pit, a brickworks, and wheat farms. Okay. So there was some fertile soil down here, I think. So how do we gather? I think we're going to want to clear all that out for the city and for farming. We got a clay pit. Oh, wheat farms too. Got a clay pit somewhere. There it is. And does that have anything to do with fertility? The wetness of the water? Well, it doesn't say anything about that. It does need to be built on a road, though. Okay. Trying to experiment to see if there's anything we need to do to actually, like, move that thing around. Guess not. Alright, let's go with the industry up here. So there's our clay pit. And then we need a brickworks too. Boom. Okay, that looks good. I like the little space between. And build 4 wheat farms. Oh, yes. All right, time to start doing some farming then. Ah. So there's winter production, fertility score, and... Oh, right, Seer's influence. So the Greek god, the Roman god of a few things, but basically that one is for farming and prosperity. This is a good spot down here for farming. Oh, that's weird. Kind of bent the road there a little bit. I guess it's because there's an immovable rock. Okay, let's build a... wheat farm. Here where it's the best conditions, I guess. Okay, now we got some farms going down. It's going down! Alright, let's tidy up that road a little bit. We'll keep goofing with it. Okay, so the clay pit in the north, the wheat fields, and then also brickworks. Looks like we're getting rewarded with food and building materials for doing this stuff. So by completing these goals, it's kind of helping the momentum of the city, which is good for a game like this. And also, it's summer, so we have seasons in the game too. It's not just a constant build, build, build. Without the repercussions of war. Now, typically, from what I've seen from these games and like ancient warfare and whatnot, most invasions, military conflicts, not all the time, it's not set in stone, but most things happen in spring and or early summer, giving longest amount of time before winter. So it does make sense that there could be a higher risk for invasion and things like that in spring and summer. And also good for seeding and growing seed and crop. Good stuff. This farm field here, I thought they were almost done because this one wasn't like modeled in. I thought they worked on all the other ones. I guess not. Let's speed up time. They got a lot to build. Oh boy, there they go. Right, we'll clear all this land out and let's see what they do. Alright, our people were kind of busy. They were cutting down all the rest of these trees. I've also plopped down a couple more homes so they could get some more shelter and then food. We're building our last farms here. Looks like it takes a little bit of time to quote-unquote build them after they're started. I guess they start as a plot of blank dirt and then they actually get a fence around it with a well and some other stuff going on. But interesting too how the soil seems to be more like rocky because of where we are. You can see all the rocks on the surface. That's kind of cool. Check out the hunter. Ah. Making a lot of food. Boy, they got a lot to do. A lot to do. And that's the last farm complete. Boom. Alright, cool. All the basics are done. Now on to... Ooh, we're building like schools, taverns, and hospitals. Cool. Wow. Alright. It's like I'm running for re-election or something. Let's go. Oh, I love the little parks here too, the prefabs. Yep, that's definitely like Farthest Frontier and many other games too. Okay, so what do we got? Is that under like culture and stuff? Oh yeah, there it is. Tavern here. Oh, there's our forum. We do have to unlock a hospital though, although that's probably a research thing from the hospital, whatever it's called. Ooh, there we are, the tavern. Yes, and areas of effect. Perfect. I'm glad I brought that up. So there's area of effect, radius, and effect details. So obviously we want to put this close to where people live. You can see the green arrow, so no surprise there. I was ready for you, game. I knew you were going to try to pull. All right, let's do this. I'm going to try to put it maybe down here, and we'll put some more homes in on this right side, leaving a little bit of room for extra farming and stuff like that along the little lake here. And we could also farm up to the north, but also I feel like I might end up deleting farms and things based on, you know, other things that we discover. Maybe there's ways to make hospitable land into farmland. Okay, let's go ahead and build the academia. So what is that under here? Oh, we can't. We need a lot more stone. Okay. We have been building a lot, to be fair. There we go. That'll bring that in. And I don't know if we'll need more logs, but I don't want to cut any more to the west. I'd like to cut a little bit, maybe more to the east, but... Alright, so let's speed up a little bit. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, so the tavern's going up next. Do these roads take anything to build? Oh, it does show a cost. There we go. We want to build off this way. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Hold on. Actually, I'm curious to know. Did we get all of our materials back? I'll have to check the replay footage to see if we actually got all of our materials back. Alright, if you're watching, jump back a quick second, and then tell me if we get our materials back when we build the tavern again. If we're in the midst of building a building and then we decide, nah, I want to move it, or no, don't want to build that one just yet, never mind. I wonder if we get a full refund. That would be cool. Well, there's the tavern again. I think we'll plop that down here. Actually, this would be alright, wouldn't it? Hunter's hut there. We'll build 2 houses there to expand. Okay. Maybe we had it right the first time, but I definitely wanted to double check, especially before we finish building. Most buildings that I'm used to, I think that's exactly the way I had it before. Most buildings in these games are like not a 2x2, but a 3x3. So I was thinking to myself, okay, I must have empty space, which is fine too, because we could just decorate with that. Oh boy, we're going to our first winter. Oh, it's coming. What's it going to look like? Snow on their hills? $50 gold for what we're about to do. Alright, let's speed up time. Oh, the hospital's the same deal. And then let's do the academia thing. Have trouble finding all these though, because they seem to be a little spread out. Search bar would be nice, especially if it's objective based, or to click on it up here. Congratulations! Oh, you reached a population of 20. Oh. All B. Food storage. Hunter hut. Trying to remember where all these buildings are. There's what we're looking for, but I'm just trying to build my memory on where and what things are. Luckily for this, we could build this anywhere without too much trouble. Let's build it here. Okay. Honestly, this is a pretty chill beginning of a game. They're usually like this. Even hardcore survival city builders take a while because you got to do exactly what we've done here so far. Mining, logging, gathering, and then surviving your first winter. And I guess we'll speed things up as they do construction again. In the meantime, I feel like we should be maybe chopping wood and making that into any sort of lumber. Sorry, firewood. But doesn't seem to be the case at the moment that we can do. But everybody did have a home, and I think we should keep building more because we're only going to always get more people. At least I'm being optimistic about it. Oh! That's the spears for the hunter hut. So yeah, houses are 2x2. You can tell I'm like totally used to them being a 3x3 because I left extra extra space here. Oh boy. Bum, bum, bum. I like the look of the buildings. It does seem minimalistic yet very detailed at the same time. You can tell this game's very much in early access, but I like what we see here, plus the ability to put a wall around the city, which I'm seeing more and more from games, but their maps aren't very large, so I hope if there's some sort of way to prevent the enemy from attacking over this mountain, it would be kind of cool to build the wall kind of around the city here, and then allow the mountain to also be its own wall with defenses and stuff up there and choke points, but the enemy might be able to basically crack through those defenses real quick. Right, they're telling us to build more houses, but we got it. Told them everything they need to do. Now we just got to play the waiting game. Let's check the farms. Are they like dumping out water? Oh, they are. I don't know what they're farming in February and December, but I thought maybe with the winter months they would actually go back to work at the cabins or something like that. Whatever they do. I don't know. Camp counselors. Well, I don't know. Whatever their winter job is, I guess. Well, imagine that. Okay. What if we get unassigned workers? Current monthly production is 31 here. Good. Is this low amounts of meat? So we're also making just wheat here. Is this just pure, straight up wheat that they can't make bread out of? They must at least know how to do that. But if somebody else makes the bread and they get a piece of chicken or something with that, then they can make a chicken sandwich. And that's going to be tasty. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, hospital's got to go up. And then the academia is next too. Alright, we'll wait till those are almost done. Takes a while, I guess. Okay, this building's almost done. The academia. Cool. Let's see. Isn't there an anime by that name? A friend of mine, Elmox, is always talking about that. Uther is too. You may have seen him before on the channel. This building is done. Cool. Alright. Ooh, look at this. We actually can do research here. And there's also a time associated with that, as well as a cost and some prerequisites, maybe. Okay, what do we got? Oh, and researchers we can hire too. Looks like there's 4 of them. Cool. So every job has some people we can hire or fire or whatnot. And there's our defensive structure too, and buildings and upgrades. So this might be able to be upgraded to this watchtower be stronger and withstand more enemy attacks, or possibly attack further. Okay. Looks like it's also the same with the farms where they can be upgraded too. So we got upgrades that do all sorts of different things. This farm here is weird. I guess it's kind of partially below ground. It doesn't look complete, but it is because we, you know, had to finish that before going on to the next mission. Looks like we got to build a cabbage farm now, so that's going to have to be researched. I'm assuming the same thing with the quarry. Well, let's go ahead and go back to research then. So cabbage, we saw that before. We can do this. We can figure it out. It'll cost us 25 food to learn cabbage farming. Well, that's kind of an interesting trade-off. So we have 178. And we're going to get more variety of food from that. It'll raise happiness then. So, and also take some time to do. Okay, let's go tier 2. Do we have a quarry unlocked? Let's find out where the quarry is. Right there. Tech stone mining. Going to also bring down the comfort by 45, which is crazy. So if we build it next to a house, those people are going to be mad. So we definitely did the right thing in spacing everything out a little bit more than usual. Now it looks like we're going to get some tools for this. We'll get stone, and we'll get gold, and then we'll get some tools for that. Maybe they're actually weapons, but I'm assuming it's probably tools for maybe some sort of logging mill or something. Something more advanced than what we already got. And it looks like they're about halfway done with that. Waiting on the research. This takes a while, man. This game, there's a lot to do, I feel, but a lot of it is waiting around so far just to, like, finish certain buildings. Now, this is okay because they're showing us how to do some of these things in the basic settings. But I could only imagine how things will work in hardcore, where you have to prepare each and every material well in advance. Like right now we're kind of low on regular logs. But there could be a forestry building we could research and then be able to continuously log logs for a long time. There we go. I'm going to build a nice little alleyway there for our trees to be cut down. I'm going to try to preserve some trees. I like some natural beauty remaining in my city. Areas where I just leave the trees there and build around them, or build up against a mountain like we're about to do here. Alright, research complete on the first thing. And what about the quarry? Uh, 75 food, yes. We'll get all that food back. Alright, time to start farming again then. Oh, there it is. Fits nicely, a little cabbage farm there. And we'll probably build 2. But notice there's room for a second. I always want to either build a second now or make sure there's room for a second in the future. Of course, we could always upgrade these buildings too, so it's not always necessary to build something new. Although, you could almost, I guess, increase your productivity by 6 times. You got a building and it's not enough, then you could probably increase it by 3, up to level 3, and then build another building of that type. Then you can go up 3 more. And that even seems like it's getting pretty crazy and complicated, but should be aight. Alright. There's a lot of things I could build, and I don't really want to build them and be at a lack of materials until we know an objective that we got to do for sure. Like right now, the quarry and the cabbage fields are all we really need to do. That's cool. And they're still watering these farm fields by hand, which I find weird. I don't even know where they're getting water. Did we build a well? I played so many of these games now I can't even remember which one, you know, like, had a well. Which one had a fire department. Which ones we build aqueducts for. Starting to blend together, man. Starting to blend together. Oh, wait, here. Tools. They are tools. All right, so we'll get 15 of those, then weapons, and then cloth and iron. Well, we're going to go full speed and wait for everything else to be finished. So cabbage farm, and then we got to research the quarry, which is almost done. And now we can build that. I'm assuming the quarry will go down here somewhere. Next to a large rock formation. Can't place building here. Must have to go on a particular deposit. Ah, like that. Okay. I see now. We can put it like that. Alright, cool. Okay. So it's basically like a big rock mining unit. That's kind of cool too, because if that's in the way, you can't really delete that. So if there was something you wanted to build, like let's say you're building your Circus Maximus, that's going to be a huge building. You might have to clear some of those out, which would be okay, because that's probably going to take a lot of those materials, and then you can just clear them out while you're also building. It'll go from one place to another. I think we have enough homes. Uh-oh. First, enemy wave. We're going to be attacked. Enemy indicator. Defensive preparations. Prepare your city against attack. Oh boy. Barbarians are attacking. Whoa. Hi. Oh, cool. It tells you like how much they weigh and how heavy they are. That'll make sense for like when we have to face the IRS or the Minotaur or Pat Benatar, whatever enemies of the Romans there were. Okay. Looks like they're 17% away. Crime. Thief. There's a theft in the treasury. Oh no. 18 gold was lost. Okay. Now things are getting bad. Now the action begins. We're under attack in a little bit. We got thieves already attacking the city. They're starting to panic from the incoming army. We got to fight them off. Just got to build that one last thing. Any minute now, people. Alright, the quarry is almost done. Let's speed things up. I'm going to try to get to the military before they attack. The 17% is that their arrival time is in a few months. Okay. Oh, it does work like Farthest Frontier. Okay, so we get a warning of their advancing armies and then kind of told what's... Oh, actually, what's good against them, too. So bow and arrow might work against one enemy type, but maybe not another. So if we see a dragon, arrows might bounce right off the scaly hide, but maybe we could use something like the giant ballista that can break through that armor piercing. We might need siege weapons for some of these enemies, which is cool. Roads? We're going to build some more roads. Right up to that quarry. Oh, now we're going to prepare for defense. We got to build walls, a gate, and then upgrade an archer tower. Well, let's start with the upgrade first. Sharp stone arrows. Oh, we don't have any of those upgrades. Oh, we have to upgrade it that way. Let's do that. Let's increase our damage. Okay, so we could build more walls, but I have a feeling we might, considering how long it takes for anything to get constructed in this town, it might be a better idea for just for this wave to build towers first. It's a tried and true method that works for me in Farthest Frontier. Everybody calls me crazy, but my idea is that if we, you know, keep our defense small, we'll have a lot more people to defend a small area, which benefits us. Jupiter notices us. Oh, we got a blessing from Jupiter. All right. When a god or goddess first discovers you, their favor will be high, and you may receive a blessing. Oh, good. Oh, he sent armor-piercing rifles and 40mm bow for... Oh, thank you so much. Wait a minute. Isn't Mara supposed to be doing that? I'm going to put a third tower down. Okay. Seems crazy, but it'll protect us, I think, for now. Let's get those done, and then I'll lay out the walls. And there should be a way to prioritize those, right? may need to train more archers too. That's where City Appeal really comes in. Build a little road here. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Did I miss here? Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. I like this music. It's nice. Stockpiles there, too. Oh, looks like they might need to be upgraded. Actually, they can hold 120. They look kind of foolish, but they got a little bit of wiggle room. All right. Anyway, we got to build a wood wall. I'm assuming the enemy can't go... Yeah, okay. So anything in red, they can't traverse over. So we got guaranteed protection pretty much all around the mountain. So what we could do is build a wall up to here, the little pond, and then away over here to this lake, and then away from the lake to like the mountain there. But they only want us to build 29 sections of wall. Additionally, we could probably cheese it and maybe build like a little wall around their spawn point to capture them. But we need to put troops there to defend, and I don't want to waste time with having everybody run out there for too long. Okay, well, we're going to make a painful decision of trying to keep some buildings outside. I think the hunter's tent is okay, but hold on. Jupiters, please choose your blessing. Production blessing or an accelerated advancement. Give me the production. What else can you make me? Whoa. Oh, all food industries are 14% faster. Great. All right. Well, since they're going to attack from here, well, they could eventually attack from everywhere, but I think we should start by building a wall here. Don't place the walls too far out, or the enemies may slip past without your patrols noticing. Only building a small section of the wall, though. Oh, it's because we need more wood. Okay. But we're going to need a lot of materials. Good thing I went with the towers first, because they're done. For the most part. I want to leave the hunting camp alone, but let's go log up here. Okay, so Archer Tower should be almost researched. So we got to research the upgrade, then we've got to place the upgrade. Or I guess research it. 6 months till the enemy arrives. Ooh, monthly upkeep. Didn't realize this. Buildings have material upkeep. That kind of sucks. There we go. Now we can upgrade. So let's do this. Upgrade stone arrows. Oh, that's cool. There's a little sign next to the tower that shows that it has the upgraded arrows. That's cool. You can make multiple towers do multiple things, and then keep track of them via that label. That's cool. Super helpful. Mikit bro, opravdu dobre. Love it. That last tower. Ooh, houses are upgrading, right? Oh no, this is the the hospital. So I got excited. I was like, ooh, we're getting upgrades. 4 people looks like they can live in each home. Looks like we do have room for more. Oh, looks like 6. Oh, and winter's back. Okay, we do have room to grow, maybe. And we are producing more kits and things. More complete meals. Come on, I want my tower done. Removing trees and stuff is so fast in this game. Kinda nice. They're cutting down more trees. This game's peaceful. At the same time, it's gonna be brutal. Oh, they haven't even started on that wall. So, was there a priority button? I didn't see one. Demolish. Archer 0 to 1. Defense command. Looks like this tower, when it upgraded, it also got a little extendo range, so that's nice. And we might have to train with a recruit next. 4 months away. Let's see what happens. I'll get all the defenses ready and we'll see ourselves a battle. Congratulations! We hit a population of 50 in the town, and now, well, we're really working on building that wall quickly. I've gone ahead and tried to build from the lake up here to the mountain in the south and try to maybe make like an upside down L shape, or maybe even build a wall all the way up to here and kind of put our city in between, like a kind of like a sliver or an iris shape, which would be cool. But then we have plenty of room out there. We can always demolish the wall and build it later. Always fright about building walls so close to a small town, like it'll cramp its growth. But if it's anything like kingdoms and castles, you can always just kind of add a district onto that, so we'll see. Anyway, no way that all the walls going to get done before the enemy gets here, but we are clearing out more land for trees and building way more wall in the south. Let's go ahead and put like a double down here. Nice. Gonna cut all the trees out of there and clear us a little bit of room. I've also tried to build the wall as close to this little lake as I can, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, some of the spots it won't go into. Like there's a gap in the wall here, but it's red, so they can't get through there. Like, you should be able to get through there, but they can't. So I guess some of it is a little not fully realistic. But that's what you get with a procedurally generated map, so I'm cool with that. That's fine. As long as we know they can't get through it, that's fine. Just treat it as if there were water there or something. Oh, look at the gate. Cool. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. The big battle about to begin. Now after that, I think it would be all about improving our people's lives by building all these different temples and then arenas while being attacked all the time. So this essentially is Farthest Frontier, what I'm gathering so far. Farthest Frontier meets Romans, except it plays a little faster. Farthest Frontier, it does take a very long time to play to get through so many years to make enough food to feed everyone. And here it's like we're getting away with just some grain and some meat. And then if we need to, we'll build more farms and stuff. Okay, hey look. Now we need to make an offering to the gods before the enemy gets here. So offer food to a god, so we'll put in their food dish. Build a temple, a forum, and then throw a religious festival. Cool. Let's go ahead and try to do that real quick. We have bunch of buildings here. What do we got? Brickworks. We're gonna have to research some of these for the gods. And the forum I think was already unlocked. Let's was that under defensive? I think of that as like a government structure. Alright, honestly, some of this organization is tricky because I can't really remember what's what or where. Like, okay, the first one is definitely just food. The second one is homes. But then there's also a treasury and like a triumph arch, which is houses and monuments and parks, which is kind of like, okay, those are a few different things. This is all industries here. Then there's services, leisure. Okay, that must be it. So, forum there, okay. Oh, and it's got an area of effect, too. And we can fit it here perfectly. Look at this. Oh, my God. There's a little room on the side, but we can decorate with trees. That's actually a really good spot. We'll put it on the right side there. Perfect. All right, cool. So the forum will go up. Temple, we got to research and then throw a religious festival. And that'll probably... I think maybe offering food to a god and throwing a festival might take for the temple to be here. So what... Who should we... praise. We'll go with the small temple. Now, I'm not sure exactly, but maybe at the research center, maybe research will stack. Like we could build another building like that and have more people assigned to it. Alright, our first look at warfare in the game. Let's see exactly what happens when the enemy attacks. They could absolutely clobber us. We'll only have enough time to build a few defenses. And, like, we don't have enough wood for anything else. I can go ahead and tell our people to keep logging, though. Oh, it looks like trees kind of grow back a little bit on their own, but we obviously need a forester building. But it's got to be researched, too. Go ahead and cut these random clearings here. Hopefully the trees will repopulate. Yeah, that should be enough wood to continue to build our walls, upgrade, and do more. But, of course, we want stone walls. That'd be cool. Now, before I thought that said 17% barbarians, as if, like, that was the percentage of them, like, arriving. But does that say 17x, like, as in times 17 of them? Guess we're about to find out. Oh boy, the invasion force is here. Whoa. Okay, there they are. There's the enemy, folks. We're being invaded. They look like Vikings. Boy, they are mad. You can see them running through the forest. Wonder if we get cavalry or something. Let's take a look at these guys. Oh yeah, stereotypical horn helmets. You know, honestly, in a game that has hydras and dragons and whatever else, yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh boy, if our people could build that wall. Still a gap there. Hopefully they run. And hopefully our towers are enough. We did what we could. They're busy attacking the wall. And we'll build defenses here. Oh, they're getting clapped. Look at that. Oh, they're getting absolutely shredded. Ooh, and the main building fires at them too. Okay. So that explains why that was under military structures. Alright. I'm pretty sure we're safe and sound. They're barely even getting through a half-built wall. They will break through it in a second, but gave us time to focus on one attack at a time. They don't even scare me one bit. Oh boy, they broke through. I'm a little scared. I'm scared. Oh boy. Now it'll be fine. Wow. We're absolutely fine. We did it! We won! Alright, now to appease the next critical problem. Yeah, religion and throwing a festival. Oh well, we'll get it eventually. What a pretty looking game, man. Love it. Like spring, yeah. Oh, it actually has the months, too. Alright. So it's like Farthest Frontier meets a little bit of Pharaoh and a little bit of Caesar and a little bit of this and that. I like it. Kingdoms and Castles is present here too, and I like it. I like it a lot. Roman Triumph then, link down below in the description. I guess there should be a demo for everybody. If not, definitely check it out on its launch date. I'm going to as well. It's not a sponsored video or anything, but I'm 110% into city builders that are trying to do something a little different yet also feel very familiar. And for the longest time, I was getting annoyed with how many Roman games that we had for ancient Rome, but now we have Roman city builders, which is much more interesting to me than the management style of like Total War. I like this more hands-on, build the streets and build the buildings type thing. Even in like Civilization 7 and Aura History Untold, like that's fun too. So anyway, let me know what you think of the game down below in the comments section. And if you've watched this far, comment potato down below in the comments section. Most of you won't do it. I bet some will, but most of you won't do it. So anyway, I'll heart all your comments and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, buddy.